Hi everybody. So I'm going to show you how to use Zoom so that you can make the most amazing meetings. The first thing is that I want to say is I have a premium account for my company. So this is what it looks like if I'm the host. This is my host page when I first come on. And I have the option, my computer's already on. I have the option to invite others. I have the option to share my screen. And down here, if you click on here, which is for free or pro, you can see participants, which is only me, right? And then if you want to chat, which is very good to use chat to share information. What I mean by sharing information, you can share your next meeting, you can share any information for your district down there, any resources, like if you're using Human Revolution Volume 2 and you read through that, you can add that in. And then you can also use this to chat. Like a lot of times people use it to chat to say, oh, your experience is really great. And then you have the option to share screen. And so when you share the screen, that's when you can do a PowerPoint presentation or any kind of presentation, or you can show a video, you can show YouTube. And how it works is that when you click share screen, I have two screens. So I can share either one. I can share this screen, right? Or I can share that screen. And then if you're sharing your own screen, say you only have one screen, then you'll be able to share like your PowerPoint presentation or, like I said, your video. But you have to have that ready so that you have to have it ready on this screen to show it. So when you're looking at Zoom, the camera's looking at you. And in order to share the screen, you should have your presentation materials available. And then you just click share. That's as simple as that. And then on the screen that everyone sees, that will be that presentation. So again, you can share like say you want to share something for Bootability, you want to share YouTube, Instagram page for Soka Gakkai, or you want to share a PowerPoint presentation or the presentation for the district. You can do that. Okay, so then I'm not going to share my screen, so let me see. Why won't? Are you kidding me? Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to stop sharing the screen, so just give me a moment. Okay, here we go back. Now, if you want, we don't record meetings, so you don't have to worry about that. We don't record any Soka Gakkai meetings. Down here, as you notice, this is where I can share my video or not. I can share, that means my own video. Here's my sound. And the one thing I want to tell you guys, very important, when you're starting the meeting, you want to have everyone in mute. And then I would play music. And whoever's the MC needs to come on saying, welcome everybody to Hempstead East Middle District. Our meeting will start at 9:05. And then you can play music, you can play smooth jazz, nothing too much. Gakkai music, but definitely you can play music. It's nice to hear that music, but you want everyone to be muted. You do not want anybody like in the middle of a meeting coming on and they just start saying anything, because that's while that might be fun for them, that is not fun for everybody else on that meeting. So you have your participants, how you can see them. That way you can see everyone is there. You know how to chat. You know how to share the screen and also record, but you're not going to record. And then breakout rooms. Okay, so breakout rooms are really fantastic because you can, if you have 10 people, it's better to use the breakouts and let everyone discuss one question, okay? With 40 minutes meetings, that's about as much time as you have. So you want to make sure that everyone has an opportune time to talk. Not everybody wants to talk in front of everybody. 3 to 4 people is a nice size breakout room. And then what you do is you click on there, and then I have it automatically where it will assign people to the room. I don't have anyone here, so I'm confusing the system. But if I had some participants, it would just put the participants in each room, and then I would create the room. And then, the MC would tell everybody when it's time to come back. You can kind of go into that room and tell them. So that's pretty much it. It's not, it's a little bit confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's really good. So again, here's your mute. Everyone should be on mute when you start the meeting. You start the video. You should have one person that is hosting. If that's the host if you're speaking as the host, then you need to have a co-host, which when you have participants, so like say it's Vera and Walter. Walter you can click on Walter's name, and next to that, you can make him a co-host, which means he has access to these controls. So you should have someone that's kind of savvy that, is going to help you through the meeting to really help you with the controls. You want the meeting to flow. You don't want hesitation and all that kind of stuff. So you want like the MC to be, good afternoon, welcome to Hempstead District. We're going to begin the meeting with, begin the meeting with a great experience, whatever you're beginning with. And the experience does need to be great. It needs to be an experience that is written, that your chapter leaders look over and make sure that it has faith in the experience. It should not just be someone telling a story. No, faith experience is a faith. It has faith in it. It uses sensei's encouragement. It uses how that person used the practice to overcome their challenges, how they did their UN revolution, how did they break through. Everybody wants to hear that. A great experience is so encouraging. It's encouraging to everyone when we hear someone that used this practice to break through. So, and of course I mentioned chat, how you can use the chat, and then share the screen, right? You want to make it as much multimedia as you can. What I mean by multimedia is people get bored just watching people talk, kind of like, okay, it's great, but you want to give ample time to your visiting leader. You want to at least give that visiting leader 15 minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes. So that means you're starting at 1:05, and that means everyone's muted. That means 2, when you get on, the MC is bright and high, hi, welcome. 3, you get ready. Whoever's the co-host or host needs to have the presentation in place. So what I would do is, if creating the agenda, I would make sure that I had maybe an experience, then have the presentation. Then, you can have breakout rooms. Then you have the senior leader who's visiting give final encouragement. Then if any announcements, you do that. And then you make sure you come back from the breakout room. Let everybody know how many minutes you're giving them to challenge this topic. Also, when it comes to the presentation, you want to use that presentation as a basis, but you can make it generic to your district. What does your district need to hear by November 18th? Everybody needs to be encouraged. So you want to make sure that, as district leaders, as a team, you understand what your members need to move forward. That's important. The other thing is you want to make sure that you let the visiting leader know as well. So when they're preparing their final words, or they're, during that Q&A, they have an idea of what the members need to hear to break through, to win, to be victorious. So that's important as well. I would also suggest, when you invite the senior leader, let them know what your agenda is. Get some input. Don't be afraid not to get input. Input helps us to make a better meeting. Be open, be seeking. You want to seek from the person you're inviting. I think that's about it for this video. And any questions we have, we're on the Zoom call, so you can ask it. I'm going to end. If you want to end a meeting, you just end it like this. I'm ending it because this is a video, so I'm going to end it. End the meeting for all. And then I'm going to stop the recording.